Torrance is known as a business-friendly city, but soon we could be known as a green business-friendly city. The Chamber of Commerce recently held an expo to show businesses how to implement green initiatives. Attendees also learned that some businesses are already choosing earth-friendly practices. Reporter Renee Hiblinger has the story.
When people think of what's an environmental city, Torrance isn't what people usually think of. It's usually like Santa Monica and San Francisco. And I'll tell you, there is a real story to be told here.
The story is that Torrance has a number of accomplishments as a green city. Council member Newmark was the guest speaker at the Green Expo, and he shared those accomplishments. Honda and Toyota, they're just two examples of big businesses that became big green businesses.
Also featuring building materials made from recycled content and reclaimed water for irrigation.
The Miyako Hotel is one of less than a dozen eco-friendly hotels in the country, but they chose to make Torrance their home. Their green features range from big to small.
The hotel runs a solar-powered electrical system, organic minibar items, as well as toiletries made of biodegradable corn-based packaging.
These businesses have helped to put Torrance on the map for its green reputation, but the city is also making changes to its infrastructure.
20% of the energy in California is actually used to transport water, so we're actually developing our own groundwater supplies. The goal is in about 5 years to have our total water usage from 4% local water to actually 14%, actually quintupling the amount of water we get from underground.
And Torrance is doing whatever they can to help the residents be more green. The city recently received a bad rap from the Sierra Club. They claimed Torrance wasn't eco-friendly for the people who wanted to place solar panels on their houses.
Last week we responded. The city waived all fees. If you want to put solar panels on your house, we waived all fees, 100%, for the next year. Torrance, as many of you know, is one of these kind of strong, steady but sure, not a lot of flash, but makes things happen.
And Torrance's environmental initiatives could make other cities green with envy. For City Cable 3, I'm Renee Hiplinger.
Thanks, Renee. For more information on how your business can go green, go to greentorrance.com.
From green businesses to greenhouses, I recently attended the environmental fair at the Madrona Marsh. And at the event, vendors showcased products and ideas on how to bring it all home.
We've been working on it for almost 2 years, and I learned that composting can help save water since we're all in a drought.
It was a perfect event for Torrance Girl Scouts to show off their project. It took them 2 months to decide on the idea that they presented at the fair.
To give back to our community and in the environment. So we decided the perfect way to do this would be to build compost bins to give them for free.
The Scouts were one of over 50 booths at the environmental fair. Vendors showcased electric vehicles, solar panel displays, and even wildlife. South Bay Wildlife Rehab rescued 1,400 animals just last year. They offered advice on how each person can help.
Don't litter, the litter causes lots of problems. The 6-pack ring holders, you should cut those up. The yogurt containers, animals lick the yogurt out, get their heads caught.
The goal of the event is to raise awareness about the different products and services that can aid in a green lifestyle.
It's just a good way to bring the community together and show them some of the things not only that are happening in the city, but that are available for them throughout the city.
The event is a way to spark ideas that can keep the earth beautiful for the future.
I hope they have a really good time and they come away with some ideas about what they can do in their lives to help conserve energy and just make this world a better place. Keep it green for our kids.
For the Girl Scouts, working on their project has taught them about composting and renewed their dedication to the environment.
The environment's really important to me. I look around and it's just the trash on the floor. It's just gross. And so with compost bins, I can do the garden in my house and I can make good soil for it with the stuff I make from my house.
At the end of the day, the message is clear: keeping the environment in good condition for coming generations by doing something now.
So if we're good stewards of this world, then we'll be able to keep it good for our kids and for their kids.
At the event, residents were asked to take the Green Pledge. If you'd like to take the pledge or find out about the vendors at the fair, you can find all that information on the city's website.
AARP Tax Aid is a free tax counseling program, but it's not just for seniors. Reporter Anna Carranza is at City Hall with the story.
It's that time of year again, tax season. And in the city of Torrance, for free tax assistance, it's as easy as following the little red arrow.
Follow that little red arrow to the lower level of West Annex of Torrance City Hall, and you can get help with your taxes for free.
If things change, you're still working, you just have the wages and the interest. In that case, that's all you need. We are all volunteers, so none of us are working for wages. I'm retired, as are the rest of the counselors, and we donate our time and our expertise to help people fill out their income tax returns.
Jim Lyle is an instructor and counselor at AARP. He prepares taxes mainly for the elderly and moderate income family.
It's very rewarding. People are so pleased to have the help that they need to do their tax returns. Most of our clients are returning clients that we've seen year after year after year. It's wonderful to see them, they come in and they say hello, and we say hello, how you been, and help them again.
It's rewarding for the people who come in, too.
Well, I brought my parents to get their taxes done. Do it every year, and it's a wonderful program. If you don't have a form, get it and come back, and they help you. They know your name, know who you are. It's great. Just see the same faces every year, friendly bunch, and they're just great with everybody.
Another reason locals are loyal is proximity.
Very, very nice group of people that are very knowledgeable.
AARP's best asset is their volunteers. Some, like Millie Pelton, are 30 years strong. That's when income tax was 3%, one sheet front and back, carbon pencils, and no computers.
Tax returns, Millie speaking. This is my 30th year of doing a volunteer. It's a very satisfying volunteer job. People appreciate what you're doing for them for free.
For City Cable 3, I'm Anna Carranza.
Thank you, Anna. The AARP Tax Aid Program is open at City Hall until Friday, April 15th. If you plan to seek help, be sure to bring along a copy of last year's tax return, as well as your W-2s and 1099s. And for more information, go to aarp.org.
By now, most of us have received our 2010 census forms, and since so many Americans have questions, the Census Bureau is using trained employees to help. In-person interviews, telephone calls, and regular mail are all being used to assist those who may need it. But this contact has also created scams. Police agencies across the country are receiving reports from victims, and now the Census Bureau wants everyone to know when to avoid giving out personal information. The census form is only 10 questions long. Nowhere on the form does it ask for personal information like a social security number or a bank account number, and they do not require signatures. Forms asking for this information are probably fake. If you received a bogus form by mail, contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. If you receive a form from someone who claims to be a census worker, check for valid census ID and verify who they are with your regional office. Phishing or attempting to acquire personal information via email has also been connected with census scams. But remember, the census is not conducted via the internet, nor does the Bureau send out emails. If you receive an email regarding the census, don't reply or click on any of the links, and immediately contact your local census office. And for more information on how to avoid these scams, go to Census.Gov. Coming up after the break, we'll have a look at the local sports scene.
Now here's your 5-day forecast.